Alright, we're over here. Let me flip the camera around real quick. We're over here where the fence brace is. You probably saw it in the last video. We hauled over some posts, so we got a bunch of posts. And now we're putting in a corner. So this corner is gonna run right over there and run, fell down inside a hole, right to that tree. So
I'm not gonna post that.
because that's the hole goes in too much of an angle. Alright. I'm gonna go get a tape measure real quick to measure how deep that went down. Much deeper than any brace we put in. Alright. Flip it, flip it.
Dude, grab that screw.
Got some pretty small posts, but it should work. We're gonna use, we had a bunch of these. We pulled them out from a fence, so we have a bunch of them, so we're gonna use those to make the H. So this mark. Let me pull the forward forward. We need to put something in front of it so it doesn't roll. Alrighty, well, I'll take Shin's whacking the thing. You get over here on the camera duty. Oh yeah. Actually, I'll just put it over here on the stumps. Posters. The big giant post. Hold it while I pan on it. Keep the thing straight.
So get,
Okay. That's probably close. Yeah. I am way too heavy for good. Okay. That's like hanging on. So yeah. For a packed post, for a panned in post, it's pretty good. That's gonna hold barbed wire once it gets braced. And oops. So yeah, this video might just be pamming one stinking post. I'm gonna see if I can edit out a lot of this. That way, we don't have all this. We won't do too much pamming. You pretty much got the point. You don't want to see us falling off the foil all the time. Anyway, it kind of broke out here, but it didn't mushroom that bad, especially for going down 4 feet. But you can see there's a little bit of movement, but that's it. Anyway, we got to get more post pammed in, so I'll shut it off and then show it once when we get the other 3 pammed in. You pretty much got the point, so I'll go and show you when we get it back, get the other 2 put in. Okay, we got that post in, the corner post is in, and now we're going to get this post in. We had to redo this post because we used that post and it was kind of at an angle, so it went in too much at an angle. Anyway, so we redid it, And now, here you go, Kaden. Film. And tell me if the post has to do funky stuff. I don't know. Let's see how straight it is. Oop. It's slightly leaning that way, but we got it. We got one right there, and
Where's that tall post?
well, we'll cut it off.
Okay.
And there's one. So, yeah. Now I'm gonna get some. I want me to see what time it is. 4:30. I think I'm gonna get some notches cut in and get a brace put in, and yeah. So let me go I'm gonna get a brace put in real quick. Well, a notch. I'll show putting in the top member, and then we might put a wire around this one. So let's get that going real quick. I'll turn it back on once we get these notches cut. All right, we got one of them in. It kind of runs up in an angle because it's kind of a hill right there. And then it goes flat, but we cutted it. I only cut them like an inch. You can see it only about an inch, just enough to give it a little bit to hang on. This one kind of got a little messed up, but about an inch, and we're gonna put oil all over it so it won't rot as fast. Anyway, now we got some big 6-inch screws. I'm gonna stick one in that end. Alright,
Now,
that's just to hold it from cows or something, rub it on it. The wire should push it all together. Alright, let's see if we can get the wire in real quick. Wow, let's probably get enough. And probably put one a little bit before you hit the bottom of the ground. And we'll do the bottom of the ground. Yeah, we'll do the same to the other side now. Okay. This one isn't as good because it's not a round post, but it should still work. Yeah, and probably put this one about there. There. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do a X on it. I've never done an X, but I don't know. It might be better. Down there we only did one, but we'll see. An X might be better. We got plenty of braces to test it out on, so we're just gonna test it out on this one to see if it'll. There's one, and we'll do one more. And we'll probably turn it back on once when we get the second one on, and then we start twisting it. So you can shut it off now, I think. Alright, we just started twisting it. We got one knot in it. So I'm going to give it back to him. One staple to keep it. Leave it just enough so probably a little bit further. About there, that way if we ever have to tighten it again we can come back. Yeah, so there's one. That's our first X. We usually just do a single one running from there to there, just like a single one right there. But this time we decided to do an X to see how it does, and we'll do one more right over here to do it. But anyway, it's getting pretty late now, so I guess we'll see you. Let me look. I guess we'll see you. See you tomorrow when we do this other side. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, it's the next morning. As you can see, we almost got this cross member in. We just got to get a hammer to pam it in because we pushed this post that way to fit that in there. Yeah, there's snow because it snowed overnight. This isn't falling back or anything. It snowed last night, so we got about 3 inches of snow or something.
I found it.
And we didn't figure that it was going to snow, so we left most of our tools on the ground. So now we're having to try to find them. I'm going to pen this one real quick. Probably good. Watch that side while I pen on this side.
I'll hit this side again.
Okay.
Came that
I'll go about there. Probably looks very good. Alright. We'll put some screws in now. Yeah, we put everything that was electric underneath cover, but we didn't put. Camera shut it off. But anyway, we didn't put our fencing pliers. I don't know what happened to them, but they're somewhere on the ground somewhere. Yeah, take the camera. Oh, let's see. Probably can make it. Yeah. Alright. One cross member. The last one, we just have to put wire on now. Let's see if we'll even be able to find our pliers to even do that.
Yeah.
Alright, well anyway, we'll probably turn back on the camera once when we get our pliers and everything. So.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to put on the wire, just like we did over there. We did an X, so we're going to do another X over here. Alright, we found the fence stretcher finally. It took a little bit, but we finally got it. Anyway, so now we're gonna put them on here, put it on here, and there we go. I'm gonna try to do, I don't know what type of splice this is called, but basically you take 2 wires and you put a V in them, you basically untwist them, and then you take them and instead of going like that, you go like this and interlock them together. And then all you do is you just try to get them to as close together as possible, and then I just bend one right out of the way, grab a hold of this one, and then I try to twist this as tight as I can get it. There. And then you go the opposite way with the second one, so that would be this way. No, actually that was it. It was supposed to go the other way, but oh well. Alright, this one's got to go this way. Yeah. Yeah, because it will be coming under.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's the way. This time I got to go the opposite way. Anyway, just try to make it as tight as possible. So we use a 3/8 inch rebar. I don't know how long this is, but it's however long where the X is, where it meets here. So this one has about 2 inches sticking out. So if I twist it, I want. I do 2 twisters, just because that seems to be pretty tight. And then, what happened? There they are. And just for safety precaution, so then nothing comes along and bumps and pushes out this the piece of rebar, I'm just going to staple it. I'm going to leave just a little bit, that way we can get our pliers in there and pull it out if we have to tighten these back up in the future. But there it is. There's the corner. This is our the corner for the barbed wire. So yeah, looks pretty nice. Kind of can't really see it because of snow, but there's the X. There's another X over here. So, looks pretty good. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video when we start stringing up barbed wire and everything and pamming in more wood posts and get everything put on. So, this is just one video of the braces. So we'll see you in the next video.